Hello everyone, my name is Smir Ahmed and I am going to be reviewing the Creality Ender 3, which is a 3D printer. And so I've had this printer for about a year now, and these are my thoughts on on the printer. So for those of you who don't know, Creality is the Creality Ender 3 is one of the cheapest 3D printers on the market. Well, not necessarily cheapest because you can get 3D printers for $100 or less. Linus Tech Tips did a video on a $99 3D printer, which is, it was pretty interesting. But then there's also Creality, which sells a 3D printer for about $190, and it's a full-on 3D printer with complete customization and everything, but the only catch is when you get the printer, you have to build it yourself. So, and there's not a lot of full-on features like some some of the more advanced 3D printers that go like well over 1,000, much larger, and they can have uh sometimes they'll have auto bed leveling or just like better print quality options or something like that. But the Under 3 is a fantastic starting printer, especially because if you start out with the Under 3, you can upgrade it over time. So you invest money into it and you'll end up with a better printer. So my Under 3 is pretty much stock. I haven't changed anything major. The only thing I've changed is the Bowden tube and the shock and the springs, which make bed leveling a lot easier because then I don't have to do it a lot more often. Which is, because I'm not really great at leveling the bed. I've always messed up the printer, so it was offline for a while, and I just got it back on. So right now, first I'm going to show you a few prints that I've done over the course of a year. So some of them I designed myself, some of them I didn't. Most of them are just, you know, pre-done prints from a place called Thingiverse. I usually get my print designs from Thingiverse because they're free, open source. You just download it onto your computer, put it through a slicer like Cura, which is what I use, and then you just print it on your printer. Okay, so one of my first prints was a batarang, but that failed, and I also broke it throwing it around. So I have a few other prints though, and this is a 3D Minecraft. This is a crafting table for Minecraft. It's pretty cool. It's fully 3D printed. It took about 45 minutes with my settings, which is about, I think I have it set up so that it does the highest quality. So it's pretty cool. It's a decent print. There's not a lot of errors. Like, okay, I can't really show you because I'm using my phone, not the camera. Let's try this. All right, that works. So yeah, it's a pretty decent print. There aren't a ton of errors or anything. It did a good job. But yeah, like right here, I used the glass bed for this printer, so it gives you a really smooth print. So yeah, so this is a 3D printed crafting table for Minecraft, and it's pretty cool. Then this is my own design. This is just a wall hook for one of the IKEA, one of those wall hangers for board from IKEA. I designed it myself because I needed more, but I messed up the measurements and I printed using support. So this actually just came off a little while ago. And so you just take out the supports and everything, and then you'll have the full design. But if you see right here, I messed up the print because this piece right here is supposed to hook onto the back of the board. But one, it's not the correct design, and then two, it's slightly off. So it doesn't look all that great. So I messed that up. But that's just more of a design problem. Because I'm not that great at design so far. I'm still starting out. Now this is another preset print like the Minecraft crafting table. This is a Benchy. So Benchies actually are really cool because they test the limits of your 3D printer. And if you can get a perfect Benchy, that means you have your printer calibrated and it's a decent printer. So this Benchy is it's pretty great. It's actually nearly perfect. In fact, you probably won't be able to see this, but on the inside, my printer, oh yeah, you can see that. So my printer, sort of messed up the seat, and it looked pretty bad, right there. But other than that, the bench is pretty solid in terms of design. There's no stringing or overhang. It did a really good job with the overhangs and everything. So, yeah, it was a pretty solid print. Okay, and then my last thing that I have right now is for my drone. So I have a Rise Turbo from DJI. It's about it's $100 drone, and it's really cool because it's programmable, and IBM did a whole thing on it. Linus Tech Tips also did a video on that. But yeah, so one of my wing guards broke, and I needed a new one. So I found a file on Thingiverse, and then I 3D printed a file. I 3D printed one, and it did a really good job. So quality-wise, it's pretty solid. So, and it fully works. So I can put it on the printer, I can put it on the drone, and it'll fly with no issues at all. So yeah, it did a great job. So then there's my printer. So the Under 3 right now, it's really messy because I just fixed it a while ago, and I've been meaning to do a video for a while, but you know. So the Under 3 is this. It's a very messy but cool printer. So I use a glass bed, and I changed the Capricorn tube to avoid burning. My filament is Hatchbox PLA. So far, they haven't failed me yet, and I'm almost done with the spool, and it's been about a year. So, it's pretty good, a decent amount, and it's about like $20 off of Amazon for Hatchbox. So, you know, that's good. The Under 3, so the Under 3 you have to fully assemble. Most of it has to be fully assembled. So there are some parts that come assembled, but a lot of things like this, like the whole axis and everything, you need to assemble that. And then you need to assemble this piece and everything. But what's cool about the Under 3 is it's really upgradable. You can update the software, you can update the hot end, you can update so many things about this printer, which is why it's great for starting out and for just all in all using a printer, all in all, you know, upgrading over time as a printer. So it's fantastic. One issue that I do have with my printer specifically is the Z-axis, which goes up and down. I can only go about 3 inches tall before it messes up any print. That's because my Z-axis right here is a little messed up. Yeah, so this is my Z-axis motor, and it's a little messed up. So I have to fix that. And in fact, a great place to check for help is Reddit. They're really helpful with 3D printers and stuff. They have a ton of subreddits like Under 3, Under 3, and then to fix my print. So definitely, if you do get a printer, check out Reddit. So I know this isn't a great review. It's pretty quick. I just spurred the moment thing. Yeah, I just realized that, I want to do a review on this printer. So the Under 3 took about 4 or 5 hours to set up, and then an additional 3 hours because we didn't do, there were a few issues with like bed leveling and everything. But yeah, overall the printer is pretty good. You know, you can, it's solid. I haven't had that many issues with it. It's done a good job, and well, it's everything I need it to be. I've 3D printed a couple of things. Like, you can 3D print nearly anything. Well, not everything. Like, you can't 3D print food and everything, but you can 3D print anything. If you're an engineer, you can print structures and everything and designs. Because this is not a toy. This is a tool. You should view it as a tool, not a toy. Don't, you know. And when you design things, you can fix things. So, for example, one thing that I designed at one point was a phone holder. So, actually, no, I also designed a case. I don't have the case with me. But, I 3D printed a case. And it was really cool. So, it would fit my phone. And then, it would be like a good fit, and it was designed by me, and I could wear it however I wanted. I could make it feel however I wanted. If I really wanted, I could like, um I could add a one of those pop socket things if I needed it or if I wanted it. And it's pretty cool 'cause with a 3D printer you can design anything that comes to mind, with as long as you can fit it within the limits of the sizing and everything, or you can design it in multiple pieces and stuff like that. But yeah, 3D printers like the Ender 3 are a great choice if you're looking to get into 3D printing. I would definitely recommend it. Yeah, check out the Ender 3 if you want to buy it. It's not a great review. I'd recommend. I'll link some better reviews in the description, because this is again for the moment. So yeah, that's basically my thoughts on 3D printers and the Ender 3. Really quickly, yeah. By the way, if you guys are interested in podcasts, my friend actually made a podcast, and it's called the Wiki Master Show. It's on. I'll be linking that in the description. He's really funny, and he's a great guy. And pretty funny stuff. If you're interested in watching it. That's it. I'll probably do a video at some point. I'm planning on actually working on a video about explaining how technology and hardware works. So I'll probably be going over artificial intelligence, or how a software like Alexa works, because that's interesting. And it's a lot of people consider Alexa to be an artificial intelligence. Oh yeah, sorry. If you have an Alexa, I'm probably checking it. I'm sorry, but yeah. A lot of people consider Alexa to be a form of artificial intelligence, but she's not. And so I'm actually gonna work on a video explaining about why she isn't a form of artificial intelligence, and what true artificial intelligence might look like. Alright, that's about it for this video. Check out the Wiki Master Show, and yeah, thanks. I'll leave some description for better videos, and yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching.